Hello, welcome back to Illustrator Jones. Oh, wait a minute, I think I have a visitor.
Dark Shader, you honor us with your presence.
You may dispense with the pleasantries, Illustrator. I am here to put you back on schedule.
I assure you, the illustrations will be fully completed.
Perhaps I can find new ways to motivate you.
I tell you, the illustrations will be finished as planned.
I'm afraid your wife does not share your optimistic appraisal of the situation.
She asks the impossible.
Maybe you can tell her when she arrives.
My wife is coming here?
That is correct, Illustrator, and she is most displeased with your apparent lack of progress.
I shall double my efforts.
I hope so for your sake, Illustrator. Your wife is not as forgiving as I am.
You weren't meant to hear that. So sorry. Anyway, back to the video. Hello, welcome to Illustrator Jones. Last time you were here, it might does depend on if anybody's watched my last video or my last two videos. Yeah, here's hoping. But the last time I was in the middle of drawing The Thing with my kitty, and I was painting it, and in the meantime I finished painting here like this. So there's the finished product of that one, of The Thing. I actually made it quite scary, to be honest. I didn't realise I was going to do that. Anyway, and of course the Adam Savage picture. Now these are new inked drawings. I did an Ahsoka kind of drawing, which it's all right. Not happy with him in the back. Everything else is not too bad, but that's going to have to be coloured with watercolours. And then I watched another movie from the 1930s called The Old Dark House. Actually, that was quite scary for an old movie. It really was. That guy there, I can't think of the actor's name now, but he used to play Frankenstein. Yeah, it was Boris Karloff, wasn't it? Yeah, it was, I think. Yeah. Anyway, that was another drawing from another film. It was quite scary, that. It was very good for an old black and white movie. Then I decided to start drawing some more My First Rocket robot pictures, which I enjoyed. Yeah, I'll show you the originals. Oh, there you go. That was the original drawings I did. A long time ago now, this year. The beginning of this year. You saw those in I think it was the first episode of the walkthrough of my sketchbook. So I decided to draw some more because I quite like the theme. I quite like the idea of this little kid creating something so dangerous, so big and bulky and dangerous in his bedroom. So I drew one. This time he's got rockets on his back. And of course they're testing it in the bedroom, like little boys used to do. Would do. They would experiment with dangerous things in their bedroom, and maybe set the carpet on fire. And your dad comes up and going, "Have you been playing with matches?" And you look terrified. "I can smell the smoke." Anyway, that's not based on reality, of course. So I drew another one in pencil of him flying through. I'm thinking of doing this as the moon. My First Rocket robot includes free pair of flying ace goggles. So yeah, so I've got to ink that one up. And then I did another one, if you can see that one. He's in a cityscape this time, and he's holding the little boy. And I drew him first, and then I drew the little kid being held tightly by the robot, flying in the air. And instead of just doing clouds and he's in the sky again, I did him above a cityscape. So that kind of appeared after I did this drawing. It just popped into my head. And then I thought, I'll do the title across the top like that. And then I ended up doing it like an Art Deco metal sign, or not a sign, but a bit of an old bridge or something, So I've got to ink that one up. So I'm going to ink this one up now. So if you would like to watch me ink it up, I'll probably speed it up so that you don't have to sit through the whole thing and bore yourself to death. So after I stop speaking, I might speed up the film so that you can watch that progress a lot quicker than it's going to. So I'll shut up now and get on drawing. Or 0.005. I'll do the eyes with this one. I don't know why I put that line in there now. I have to fix that now. That was a mistake. Never mind, it's only a sketchbook. And I've got the Posca white pens, which I can go in there and fill the eye out with white and then redraw it with a black pen again. Which they're brilliant for that kind of thing. I'm so glad I found those. I didn't find them, my daughter did. She told me all about them. See, I can already see mistakes that I've made. It does me head in a bit, but I just try and ignore them. Usually when people look at your drawings, they don't see those straight. Well, they might do if they look at them for a while, but I see them straight away and they kind of play on my brain. Never mind, it's just a sketchbook, it's just ideas, isn't it? That's what I learned from Bill making stuff. It's just a sketchbook. fix that eye. Also, I've got to put his shoulder in. You've also got to keep in mind the perspective of different bits and pieces going off in the distance. You can quite easily mess it up if you're not careful. Watched a film the other day called The Green Cockatoo with John Mills in. I think it was the 1930s. That's very, very good, that. Excellent movie. Very good. Really bugging me, that. I might have to fix that now, to be honest. Now, these are Copic liners, multi-liners. They're quite expensive, these. I think they're about £10–12 a pen. Anyway, but they do a 0.35, which is, I don't think the Uni pen does a less than a 0.05, so that's I'm going to use that for the... Oh, actually, that's bigger than the... What am I thinking? That's bigger than the 0.5. It's not the one I wanted. I forgot which one it is now. What's it called? There it is. 0.3. That one. Yeah, that's the one. But these are really scratchy and they don't work very well. Don't know if you can actually see that. That's quite a fine line there. I might do the text separately. Could always glue it in with a piece of paper and then draw back around it. I've done that before. It's just trying to find ways of doing things so that you don't sit there in fear of making a mistake and going, oh no, I've rubbished it, you know. Because I've done lots of drawings. Oh, I don't know if I can find you one now. That there, oh yeah, she was totally different at one point and I've changed her. You can just see it in her face that she's not. I can't think of any others. Oh yeah, there you go. That face there isn't the original. There's a piece of paper there. And I glued that on because I didn't like the face I did originally. So I did a little, like a template around his head just to give me the general size. Drew it on a separate piece of paper, cut it out carefully, and then glued it down with a bit of glue stick. And then painted it all up again. So yeah, that's that. If you touch that, you can feel the raised bit there. It's just it's another head. So I'm not too worried about things usually now because I can fix it, hopefully. And also you've got the Posca pens. Not sure if this is working, but it'll be alright. I have found that if I just carry on and try your best, and it turns out generally okay. You're never 100% happy with stuff. Don't know whether to put a solid line around the moon or just to leave it in blank. Just rub out the pencil and then just have a bright spot growing into the dark blue, because I'm thinking of doing it at night time as a moon lit night. That's what I'm thinking of doing. But we'll see. God, I'm hungry. I'm hoping the work's good enough for somebody to join Patreon and help me carry on doing work like this. It would be lovely. You never know though, do you? You never can tell. Okay. I think that'll do with the inking. Might do a little bit more once I've rubbed everything out. Now, the trick here is to be careful with your rubber, your eraser, because you can easily crumple the pages, like, or even tear the pages, which I have done previously. So a bit of pressure there, and then push away from you. You can do it vice versa, you know, backwards and forwards, but I find if you do it in one direction and away from the, if you do it here, you see, you've got a tendency to lift the paper and you can really wreck your drawing. The rubbers I use are Staedtler plastic coated rubbers. They're the best ones I've used. I've used them for years. They don't tend to smudge the pencil. I've got a small one here I can show you. You might know all this anyway. I don't know. I think I'm daft showing you. Yeah, there you go. Razoplast. I'm not sure what that. Can you see that? The Staedtler. They're good there. I think you can buy them online. Some companies do try and sell their own ones and say that they're the same, but some of them are not. I bought some from Hobbycraft, and that was a bit spongy. That one wasn't a Staedtler one. I think it was their own eraser. There you go, he's inked up. Well, nearly. Not quite finished. Yeah, my daughter bought me this the other day from, I think it was from Amazon. Angu pencil case, which opens up so that you can have a deeper pocket in it. It's very, very good. It was ever so good. Yeah. Very nice of her. Right then. Go back to the 0.03. Still not convinced of that eye. No, we'll have to see. This is the very first video I've ever done like this, drawing with the camera rolling and the microphone on. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel doing it, to be honest. I thought I was going to be embarrassed or a bit nervous. Been alright though. Turns out that you're lovely people. I'm hoping there's going to be somebody watching it, and I'm sure you're lovely people. Positive of that. and kind too, because who want to sit through hours of me drawing? Bored, you know, I hope you're not bored. I'll try my best. I did think I'd find it difficult not, you know, talking while I'm drawing, but it's not too bad. It's alright. I think what I'll do is I'll fast forward maybe through the segments where I've gone a bit quiet. Yeah, I'm going to put the circle in there. And then just stop it for when I'm talking to you. Hopefully you're liking it. Anyway, I like watching people draw. I love what, you know, when I was a kid I used to love any programs that came on telly about drawing or people drawing. I'd sit there glued to it. Oh yeah, it was the biggest one I did it with. I've had this since I was in college. You can still buy them now. I had to go and buy some for my daughter, Daisy. She does a lot of drawing and she saw these and went, ooh, I like that. That's it then, innit? So you gotta go. She wasn't working then, so I ended up having to buy her some. There you go. That's alright. Hopefully that'll look alright painted up. You gotta sign it. I was in college for 4 years, art college. I think it's from 1997 to 2001 here in Wales. Apart from the academic stuff, you know, the essay writing and all that business. It was great. Learned a lot. But then I learned so much more afterwards as well, because I had to get, you know, you think you can draw when you come out. Well, I thought I could draw when I went in. It taught me so much. It really, really did. Because I could draw a bit, I remember bumping into one of my tutors in town. And he said to me, oh, we couldn't teach you anything. I thought, oh, that's so untrue. The stuff they taught me was phenomenal. You know, you're forever learning. I don't think you'd ever. You know, some people, I don't know, some people are masters at it, aren't they? And they're just naturally brilliant at it. But some of us, you got to work at it. I've got to be careful with me cross-hatching, because I can get carried away with it all and do far too much of it. Got to really think carefully where I'm putting the lines and how many do you need, you know. Did my 2-mile walk today with Daisy. She's been working. She has to go to work now, which is a shame. Wish she could have stayed at home. Anyway, we went for a walk today, up the lane. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely glorious. I live in a lovely village. Okay. So I'm gonna stop it there. I think I'll overdo it if I do any more. So that you know, I can paint that when I'm ready, and that one too. And I've got a few others to do as well to paint up. So maybe you can look at watch those with me when I paint them up. I normally do all this, you see, sitting in front of the TV in the front room in the house. But it's quite nice doing it in here with hopefully with somebody watching. So that one I'm looking forward to doing, I really am. I'm just a bit scared of this text up here. I hope I get that right and I don't mess it up. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. I like that one. At the moment I like it in pencil. Hopefully I can do it justice with the ink. So there we go. Thank you ever so much for watching. Please subscribe. Leave a like if you like the video. And I'll see you again.